Hello everyone. Today we will discuss the full forms of the important international organizations. So let us start. Our first organization is ACP, African, Caribbean and Pacific Group of States. ADB का full form है Asian Development Bank. AFC stands for Asian Football Confederation. AFDB is African Development Bank. Next term is AMU, that is Arab Maghreb Union. APEC, Asian Pacific Economic Cooperation. ASEAN, known as ASEAN, is the acronym of Association of Southeast Asian Nations. ASI stands for Italian Space Agency. Our next term is ATS, that is Antarctic Treaty System. AU is African Union. BIS is Bank of International Settlements. BSTDB is Black Sea Trade and Development Bank. Next is BWF, that is Badminton World Federation. CAF is Confederation of African Football. CAN is Andean Community. CARICOM is Caribbean Community. CDB stands for Caribbean Development Bank. CGF stands for Commonwealth Games Federation. CIS stands for Commonwealth of Independent States Russia. CN stands for Commonwealth of Nations. Next we have CNSA, that is China National Space Administration. COE is Council of Europe. COMESA is Common Market of East and Southern Africa. CONCACAF is Confederation of North, Central American and Caribbean Association Football. Next term we have CSTO, Collective Security Treaty Organization. EAC, East African Community. EBRD, European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. ECB stands for European Central Bank. Another term is ECOWAS, Economic Community of Western Africa State. EFTA, European Free Trade Association. ESA, European Space Agency. ESCAP, Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific. Next is ESDP, European Security and Defense Policy. EU, European Union. FAO stands for Food and Agricultural Organization. FIDA is Federation International des Equus Chess Federation. FIFA is International Federation of Association Football. FIH is International Hockey Federation. GCC is Gulf Cooperation Council. IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agency. Next term is ICANN, Internet Cooperation for Assigned Names and Numbers. ICAO stands for International Civil Aviation Organization. ICC stands for International Cricket Council, International Criminal Court. Next term is ICJ, International Court of Justice. ICMPD, International Center for Migration Policy Development. ICRC, International Committee of the Red Cross. IDB stands for Inter-American Development Bank. Next term is IDB, Islamic Development Bank. IFAD, International Fund for Agricultural Development. IFRC, International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies. IGAD, Intergovernmental Authority on Development. Next is ILO, International Labour Organization. IMF, International Monetary Fund. IMO stands for International Maritime Organization. Interpol is the acronym of International Criminal Police Organization. IOC stands for International Ocean Commission. IOC also stands for International Olympic Committee. IOM stands for International Organization of Migration. IPC is International Paralympic Committee. IRC stands for International Rescue Committee. IRFB is International Rugby Football Board. ISRO is Indian Space Research Organization. ITF is International Tennis Federation. ITU stands for International Telecommunication Union. IUCN is International Union for Conservation of Nature. JAXA, known as JAXA, is Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. LAS is League of Arab States. NAM stands for Non-Aligned Movement. NASA is NASA, known as National Aeronautics and Space Administration. NATO is North Atlantic Treaty Organization. NC stands for Nordic Council. NDF is Nordic Development Fund. NIB is Nordic Investment Bank. OAS is Organization of American States. OECD is Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. OECS is Organization of Eastern Caribbean States. OFC is Oceanic Football Confederation. OHCHR is Office of High Commissioner for Human Rights. OIC stands for Organization for Islamic Cooperation. OPCW is Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons. OPEC is Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. OSCE is Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe. PARLACEN is Central American Parliament. PIF stands for Pacific Islands Forum. PCS is Peace and Security Council SAARC, known as SAARC, is the acronym of South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. SADC is Southern African Development Community. SCO stands for Shanghai Cooperation Organization. SPC stands for Secretariat of the Pacific Community. UEFA is your Union of European Football Associations. UKSA is United Kingdom Space Agency. UN stands for United Nations. UNAEC is United Nations Atomic Energy Commission. UNAIDS is United Nations Program on HIV/AIDS. UNCDF is United Nations Capital Development Fund. UNDP is United Nations Development Program. UNEP stands for United Nations Environment Program. UNESCO is United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. UN Habitat is United Nations Human Settlements Program. Our next term is UNHCR, United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. UNICEF is the acronym of United Nations Children's Fund. UNIDO is United Nations Industrial Development Organization. UNISDR is United Nations International Strategy for Disaster Reduction. UNO is United Nations Organization. UNODC is United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. UNPO is Unrepresented Nations and Peoples Organization. UNWTO is World Tourism Organization. UPU is Universal Postal Union. USAN is Union of South American Nations. WB stands for World Bank. WEF stands for World Economic Forum. WFP stands for World Food Program. WHO is World Health Organization. WIPO is World Intellectual Property Organization. WMO stands for World Meteorological Organization. WTO stands for World Toilet Organization and World Trade Organization. And with this, we come to an end of this video. Thank you.